What's going on, everybody? It's me, Sloppy. All right, the time has come, Hero. You freaking sicko. I can't keep a straight face while looking at that avatar, man. God damn. Anyways, what's up, everybody? Whoever's gonna watch it right now, so whoever's gonna watch it in the near future, what's up? Hello. Today we're gonna well semi interview. He's gonna we're gonna have a conversation, and he's gonna what's up with Kavari? He's gonna explain these situation between this guy Hero Daniel. Everybody knows Daniel, right? Daniel from Arkansas. uh, his harassment towards a young lady, not like a minor lady, but like a young girl. She's doing her thing. Having fun with whatever she's doing, and here comes big old Hero. And you know, and I get it. Some people want to be nice, but he wasn't. Well, how he talks to this person. I'm doing good. I'm chilling right now. We're gonna talk to an individual that has been harassed, attacked. You know, his friend has been attacked. A lot of stuff has happened between him and Daniel, and it's not cool. It's not cool, Hero. You complain about people harassing you, but you're harassing them. And you always like, oh, people are harassing me and this and that, but you're harassing women. Come on, man. You supposedly trying to be nice, but whatever. All right. Well, now that we'll have a good amount of people, I'm gonna add him in, and he'll explain to you guys what's going on. Wait up. Yeah, how's it going?
Hey,
Could,
what's up?
you could introduce yourself and say hello.
Hello. So for those who don't know me, I'm Greedy Sableye. I mean, you can check my channel out, but I ain't got much. But I mostly do my stuff on TikTok and all. And sorry if you guys hear screaming in the background. I have little siblings; they're tired. But so yeah, that's just about me. I'm just your typical nerd and all.
Yeah. So, how did you find out about, or not find out, but see Hero's indecent uh, messages towards your friend?
So because she for a while live streamed a lot on Sundays, and my job is basically just like as her friend and moderator to mute messages, because for those who don't know, on TikTok, if you guys get enough inappropriate comments, then your like stream will stop. You'll kind of get like shadow banned, something like that. And yeah, so I kind of took it seriously because I'm like, well, I don't want my friend's thing to go down because, that's kind of payment and all, blah, blah, blah. Then I guess I muted him without realizing it because he said something and I kind of remembered it. It was like saying something about like, oh, like the chest or something. I can't remember, but it was something inappropriate. So I muted him. Then I passed by his video, like just randomly on my FYP. Then it was just like screenshots of her from her stream, and I told her, I was like, hey, this guy's posting your things, and she was like, oh, I don't really like that, and she's not really a confrontational person, so I politely went to tell him, hey, do you mind taking that down? Because I don't know, because she wasn't comfortable with it. I'm like, hey, do you mind just taking that down? She's not comfortable with it. You really don't have permission to post those screenshots. And I know, like, it's the internet and all. I get it. But she just wasn't comfortable with it. So I thought I could do something. If I was being a little annoying or rude, then yeah, I'm going to take the blame on that. He does take it down at first. And I was like, okay, cool. We're done. He then uploads more. And then he says, like, oh, he doesn't say my thing right away. He goes like, "Yeah, you nerd or whatever. Like you control freak. You're not gonna tell me what to do. I could do whatever I want, whatever. Like let her have her freedom. Blah blah blah. I'm promoting her." And I'm like, "That's not promotion, buddy." She was like a little nervous about it. That's why I told you no. Like I don't know. Sorry, I'm like stuttering a lot because I'm like kind of
Yeah,
remembering this as I go.
yeah. Don't worry about it. Keep, it's okay.
No, yeah. Right now, I'm like kind of logging in onto something, another device, so I can see the comments too, because I cannot see the comments at all. Let's see. But he, and I told him like stop, whatever, and I kind of kept her updated about it. So obviously, he was just like his arguments were like, "Oh, you're such a control freak. Like, oh, you're a simp. You're just." He goes like, "Oh, I get it. You're a moderator, so you think you got all this power, or whatever." I'm like, "No, I'm just telling you to stop, please, because she doesn't like it." And he was like, "Well, she could tell me herself." And I'm like, "Well, she's nervous. She doesn't like confrontation. That's why I'm telling you myself. She doesn't really like it." Then he keeps mentioning like, oh, how I'm a simp and because I'm a moderator, I will never get laid by her or whatever, which no, thank you. I'm good. I don't know. Like he kept like thinking because I want to get with her like that, even though she's my friend and all. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not interested in her at all like that. But yeah, like do you have any questions for like more or anything more like for about this situation?
Yeah. So, was she like getting scared that this guy kept bothering her? He gives off pretty creepy vibes if you see how he looks. Was she kind of like, hey, stop? Like I know I get it. I dress up this way, but that doesn't mean you have to be so disrespectful. And we get it. We get it. We like you like me, but like, come on. Every picture I make, you write something.
Mm-hmm. Like, can you hear me currently?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, sorry. So basically, okay, I'm sorry. What was the question again? Sorry, something just happened.
Oh no. So did she get nervous, or was she like scared that this guy was kind of creeping her out even more than most of the creeps in the comments?
Yeah, she was getting nervous about it. So, like, here's the thing. Like, of course, she kind of has a popular fan base. Like, I get it and all, but she like, if you look, like, because I do have some of the stuff. Like, she showed me. She would it was like on her Instagram and her.
Hold on. Can't hear you guys. Well, can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? I can't hear you guys.
Oh, all good.
Yeah, there you go. Now I can hear you.
Okay, okay. I think it's because. Hold up, let me try. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So basically, she got nervous because obviously he was just constantly bothering her, and she doesn't really give like certain people attention because obviously if you feed like you fuel fire, it's gonna get bigger, blah blah blah. And I told her like because eventually I just couldn't get through him on TikTok, um, and then eventually he blocked me, and I'm like, okay, no surprise. So there's no way for me knowing what happened. And then I found like I guess he ended up messaging me on Instagram actually all of a sudden. Or yeah, he started messaging me and he like I guess I like saw I was like, okay. So I'm like, hey dude, can you please stop? Like you're freaking her out. And he goes, you're a control freak. You're such a control freak. Like, I get it. You're not gonna get laid by her. Like, he was getting all mad and everything. And mind you, I was kind of in the middle of work here, so my messages were kind of like every 5 to 10 minutes because I was busy. So I was busy, and like, I'm like, okay, let me message as much as I can, and I'm like, dude, no, you're scaring her. Can you just stop? Then he goes, I just really want to get to know her, like, personally. But yeah, I do love my women with big chest and all. It may be surprising, but I'm kind of a pervert. I'm like, "Well, okay, like,
That's kind of weird to say.
yeah, like I don't know. He kept flopping back and forth, getting aggressive on me. How I'm a control freak, and how he wants me to be friends with them so he could talk to her. Like, he was trying to use me to get to know her. Like, he's trying to use me as a bridge to her,
Hmm.
which, not gonna lie, I saw it. And then I told my friend, like, hey, don't worry, I got it handled. I'm talking to him right now. And she got a little more nervous because, although this, mind you, this was on the internet, like, we're talking through DMs and all, she got a little freaked out because she's like, "Oh my gosh, please don't let him hurt you, whatever. Like, I'm sorry for dragging you in this." I'm like, "Look, look, look, it's okay. I'm fine. I've dealt with worse. And besides, like, it's not like he's gonna come up to me in person, whatever, and try to fight me. I don't care if that were to happen, because even if he did, I'm not gonna say like I'm all tough. I'm gonna kick his ass or nothing.
Hmm.
I'm a small, tiny guy. Yeah, he may kick my ass, whatever. I don't care. But that's kind of like not my point of like trying to get to him. I'm trying to get to him like, look, calm down. If you want to talk to her, she will decide that for herself. But for now, calm down because you're freaking her out. And mind you, this is way before I found out all of this. So he starts calling me at like through Instagram calls because my phone's going off. I'm like, what is going on? And he's calling me. And mind you, I told my coworkers about this situation. I missed the
Yeah.
first call. Then a second one comes out, and I'm like, "Oh my god, guys, look, he is calling me. What do I do?" So I don't answer it. I let it like hang up, and because we're sitting there like, and for a moment, we were both like all of us were looking, and we're like, "Should we answer it? What do I say?" Because like, what would you do at that moment if some random guy just called you out of nowhere? Like, I had no idea what to do, so I let it hang up. Then he sends more like aggressive messages. Yeah, that's right. You're not gonna answer. Like, you control freak. Let her decide for herself. And then he sends me a voice message. Mind you, I was like, oh gosh, guys, he sent me a voice message. And my coworkers were there for a good chunk of this. And it's him crying about how he really wants to get to know her and how he's in love with her and all that. He's like, I just fell in love with her and all that. And I'm like, oh my God. Because for a moment, I felt bad. I was like, okay, I feel somewhat bad, but he needs to know, like, you can't act like that. Then he texts me, I'm sorry, you had to hear that. I just really love her. You understand, like, I'm autistic, so you completely understand. I'm like, that's not an excuse to use. So don't say that. Don't compare me to that. That's a little offensive. And mind
Right.
you, nothing really gets me like that, but trying to use a mental disorder or like disability, that's kind of like, that's a little messed up, really.
Right. No, of course.
Like,
Yeah.
that's like saying, oh, I broke my arms. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry, gals. I'm sorry for like trying to touch you and all because my legs are broken. So that's why I'm like all like physically craving y'all and everything. Like, it's disgusting. There's no excuse for that.
Nope. Like, no,
So
yeah, man.
yeah, after we get out of work, because he later admit that he I think like eventually I calmed him down. And again, this is before I knew all of this stuff. I was like, dude, look, I don't care if you talk to my friend. That's her decision, not mine. I'm defending her because she got nervous. You scared her, whatever. And I sent a screenshot of her freaking out for me, first of all. She was like, please be careful. And then my message says, it's fine. I have handled worse. And he goes, oh my gosh, I didn't mean to scare her. Oh my gosh, I don't want her to think I'm scary. Like, I'm going to hurt you. Like, how am I going to hurt you? I'm like, dude, can you like focus on the main point? You scared her. That's the point. And he goes, okay, like, I'm sorry. I really want to get to know her. I'm like, okay, okay, whatever. Then he goes, like, I just want to take her out to a movie. And then, like, but every time he mentioned, like, how much he quote unquote loved her, he would mention something about her first. Like, he would say, like, I like my chicks with huge chests, but I want to get to know her personally. And like, he would say all this weird stuff. Like, I'm like,
Wow.
okay, dude, I don't know if you like her or for her physical features, Don't get me wrong, my friend is an attractive person and she does have a bit of a bigger like chest area. Like,
Hmm.
so I get it why people are gonna simp over her. A lot of guys are gonna simp over for girls like that. I get it, but he like was not really. I don't know. It seemed like he was trying to play it smooth, and at the same time, he was straight up telling me like, because he would go, "Oh, I love women who look like this or that," and then a second later, he'd be like, "I really want to get to know her on a deep level." I'm like, "Which is it, buddy?" Because
Right.
it was really like obvious what he was trying to do. Like while I was just listening, and eventually, I kind of like lost it. I was like, "Dude, I'm done." I'm like, okay. Like, can you stop like doing that? Because this is gross behavior. You shouldn't act like that. And he goes, okay, well, I'm just gonna go. I'm like, yeah, like you need to really think on that. Then that's when he blocks me. Because I sent my message last and then I realized I'm like, oh, I think he blocked me. Trying to remember.
How long did he block you for? Or does he still have you blocked?
He still has me blocked to this day.
So this these conversations was a span of what, like couple weeks, couple days
You're gonna get a laugh out of this. This is a span of a day.
of a day.
Of a day.
Wow.
Like the Instagram chat was the span of a day, but the whole like TikTok thing, because I made videos on it. It's on my channel too right now, both on
Right.
my YouTube and TikTok channel. This I think went on for a span of a week and a half.
A week and a half.
Yeah,
And so he will call you happy, then angry, then crying, then aggressive, then threaten you, then call you names. All these in like a week and a half.
yeah. Or for he said he was all like that on the Instagram chat, but he was mainly aggressive.
I think your sound went off. I think. Can you with the chat? Can you guys hear what he's saying? I can't. Say yes or no.
Can y'all hear me?
Okay, now we can hear you. Well, I
Okay,
can hear you. I don't know if the people on the chat could hear you.
okay. Yeah, my thing's acting up. I apologize for that.
It's all good. It's all good.
So yeah,
All right, cool. Thank you,
it's
Cherry.
so apparently he, I guess, like moved on from my friend and went on to another chick. She's kind of like she does like the I don't know what that trend is called, where like a thirst trap. There you go. It's a thirst trap like trend thing. And I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. And this guy's sending me uh like comments on this on Hero's like videos, like saying like what do you got against this greedy guy? And he's like, oh, he's such a control freak, and like he doesn't want me to talk, he doesn't want anyone talking to this girl because he can't get laid, like he's so sad. I'm like, okay. And then he like eventually I guess showed me another screenshot, him revealing like, oh yeah, by the way, I know greedy, I'm gonna tell him all this, and that he gets blocked himself. And then I told that woman that he was thirsting over again. I was like, hey, watch out for this guy, okay? He harassed my friend, blah blah blah. And then another person was like, hey, dude, I don't know if you could see his comment because I couldn't see it. They're like,
Mm-hmm.
but he's like telling her that you're a liar and everything. I'm like, why am I lying if you did harass her? He did like harass her. So
Right.
I and she went to my, because her account is gone now, or one of her accounts was gone, so she did make a new one, I guess. But she went on my video and she saw my my thing. Like she saw my video. She goes, "Oh wow, that's weird." And after
Mm,
that, that was done with her. Like, and after that, I think I was done with this news for about like a month. And I thought like, cause he just like stopped like talking at all, to me at least. And this is before I found him out on YouTube, and then this is where I get dragged onto.
man. So you've been dealing with this guy in mostly comments, and he's been just harassing you and calling you names, but mainly because you weren't helping him out with your friend to like have him talk to her or something like that, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's what he was trying to do. And I found out more about this drama from I can't find his channel no more, but like he goes by Spyro.
Okay, I think I've seen. I think
Like
I heard that name before out
Spyro
here.
the fuckboy,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that
yeah.
name. So I saw like his streams and they were talking about Hero. I was like, what's up? I look on Hero's channel and I watched some of his streams to see like, because I'm like, okay, he must have talked about me recently. And Hero's like throwing like, and it's funny because he did talk about me a bit. And if you watch my video, I show some of the like clips he talks about me, and he goes, yeah, like this greedy guy, he's such an asshole. He's like harassing me personally because all I just want to do was talk to this girl and he can't get laid by her. He's just mad jealous. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So I leave like, and I screenshotted some of the comments he left me on his channel because he was trying to bully me. Even like, okay, I see Cherry. I'm kind of like flopping back and forth through my, because I'm on my phone right now, so I'm flopping
Yeah.
back and forth on YouTube to read the comments. But I see Cherry on the comments. Cherry saw the comment, like I responded to Cherry. I'm not gonna give you a gender, Cherry, because I don't know you, so I don't want to assume. So Cherry like said something like, "Yeah, like okay, we get it, Hero, but you can't talk like this." And Hero's like, "Oh, like you're just gonna keep harassing me." And I'm like, "Dude, no, like you're using your autism as an excuse." And he goes, you nerd." And I'm like, "Dude, I got proof." He goes, "You got no proof, nerd." I'm like, "Yeah, okay." And he goes, I'm like, "Yeah, I'm a nerd." So what? He goes, "Yeah, you're a geek." I'm like, "Okay, this ain't the 1900s, man, where that term's gonna bully me. Like, that's not gonna be offensive to me. It's not the 1900s where you could bully people like that." And like, he just doesn't respond to me again.
Man, so
Like, he tries to throw like light shade on people. Like, if you call him out, he's gonna immediately go like, "Oh, like what in that?" And I did see on one of his most recent streams, he's like saying all these slurs and everything. And I was like, I don't really get offended, okay, by
mm,
anything, but I got really offended by what he was saying. Like
mm.
I'm not gonna say it because I don't want your videos to go down. So just to be safe,
No,
he was
just say
calling people, huh?
just say it in letters, and it'll be all right.
He was saying like the F word, to the LGBTQ community people.
Oh, okay.
He
Yeah,
was calling
yeah,
people
yeah.
that. He was using the R word for like disabled people,
Mm-hmm.
if you get what I mean. Yeah, he was like, "You F ass re," like that. And he kept
Right.
saying it repeatedly to other people. He would like, that would be on his stream. I'm like, okay, man, if like, here's the thing. I went on his streams as neutral so I could try to understand, so I could hear what he's saying. But the moment people call him out, like, dude, you can't do that. He has to call people slurs and immediately kick them out of his stream so he doesn't let them continue.
Yeah, he does that quite often. He does that to me. He
Yeah,
didn't.
like if you're gonna invite people to your stream so you could talk about it, you can't just kick them out.
Yep. So when was the last time he commented on your friend's pictures?
The last time he commented her, mind you guys, this happened around January. So the last time he did that was like February-ish, early
Mm,
February, I'd say. I can't remember the exact day. But it was like around early February.
yeah. So
But
he finally moved on after February.
he kind of moved on from her, it seemed like, but obviously he's still going. But
He's still he's still
yeah,
is subscribed to her OnlyFans or something, or
not that I'm aware of.
it'd be creepy. He's messaging her in a different name.
Yeah, like she told me, because mind you, she doesn't really how do I say it? She doesn't really do her OnlyFans on her own. She's got like this whole team helping her and everything.
Hmm.
So like, and he also kept asking me for like, he wanted to know personal info about her, about that, and she's a close friend of mine. So I'm like, hey, I'm not gonna tell you this info. Plus, she told me not to tell people, like other people, her personal info. If she wanted you to know this info, she would tell you herself. It's not my place to tell people what is what.
Yeah, that's creepy. Like info, like where she lives, or or like what she likes, or where does she go often, stuff like that. Like creeper
Yeah, he
status.
was kind of asking that stuff, like also like what is she into? What is she what, like, what kind of, what's her type and all that, like more of like, how can I get her to like me, kind of like questions.
Um, and he thought that you were gonna help him out, and he got upset because you kind of told him, "Hey, dude, relax. She, she doesn't like you," and he, kept getting all mad.
Yeah, he was getting mad because I just said, no, I'm not gonna tell you, I'm not gonna tell you. And then he goes like, man, I would just like to lay on like on her thighs, I bet they'd be nice. And then I made a joke to him, and I think he got a little upset because I was like, "Oh yeah, me and her are close friends, so she would let me lay on her lap, whatever." And then he goes, "What? Oh, you're so lucky. Like I I'm sorry what I said about you being you can't get laid by her." I'm like, "Dude, I really don't want to get laid by her. She's a close friend of mine. I respect her too much." He goes, "Oh, so you are just a simp then?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
And
Like, he kept, like I said, he just kept going back and forth. It was so confusing.
and then I saw your video. It shows all the comments. It was like maybe 30, maybe 30, 40 comments of him on your friend. All of them were on your friend's pictures, right?
I'm sorry, what's that?
The comments that you posted on your video that he was like, "You're beautiful, you're this, you're that." Were all those your friend's pictures?
Yeah, they were both on her TikTok and her Instagram.
Damn, well, obsessive.
Very honestly.
Never give information about your friends to this type of person. These.
Yeah, it's not my place to like tell people like what her stuff is. How old was the? Okay, so now I can see the comments.
Okay, yeah, they want to know how old was your friend. Hopefully, when she wasn't a minor, but
Nah, she's
I
not a
don't think
minor.
so.
She's like 21-ish.
21-ish, but she looks young. I'm guessing because
Yeah.
that's what type of guys, girls. Hero. How do you know him by? Do you know him by Daniel? Do you know him by Tanakimuro or by Hero?
So I know him mainly as Hiro, but he did tell me his first and last name in the Instagram chat.
Okay, yeah. So
Because at first, because he was like saying like, oh, these assholes are trying to like um cancel me, whatever. And then he sends me a few links to like YouTube short videos of like other people like talking about him who harassed him.
hmm
And I'm like, if they're saying this about you, then that means something.
what do you mean, Afro Thunder? Who's abusing their power?
What does that mean actually? What does he mean by
Oh,
that?
moderators. The moderators on the chat, they could hide people and stuff like that.
Oh
And
yeah. Because here's the thing, like on TikTok, we have the option to mute people. Like the default setting for muting people is 5 minutes. And I
mm,
leave it at that. Because you could choose to like leave mute people for a certain time or within the entirety of the stream, right?
right.
So usually I mute people for like 5 minutes. So they kind of like get like, okay, like I gotta watch what I'm saying. And if they get back on, they just talk normal, cool, whatever.
Mm,
Because I really like to give people second chances, but I really want, because I'm like, look, you gotta understand, like I don't want her thing to go down. But I guess he kept going because I muted him about like 5, 6 times.
yeah.
And then he goes like, your moderator greedy is abusing his stuff. And mind you, I moderate for a few friends of mine, so I'm not this is like not uncommon because I'm a moderator and they say something like pop one or like, oh yeah, bend down, all that. So he would like say a little more specific stuff like, oh, you're so sexy, let me see your chest, that kind of thing.
Right,
And
right. Like more, they want like he wanted her to show her breast, or
or like I don't know, like he would say like squeeze them, stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, sir, no thank you. Mute.
right. No, yeah. You gotta be a moderator sometimes and moderate, and you did a good
Yeah.
job because I'm sure she felt if a lot of, like I was talking to you earlier, a lot of people that watch these cosplayers might say some inappropriate things, but you have to be a big piece of shit to be blocked, or or the girl to be like, oh man, this guy keeps coming into my live streams and just keeps saying these nasty things. Like, like I get it, say it once or twice, but saying it every time, that kind of makes you think like, this guy's, if he ever finds me or finds my location, he's gonna freaking kidnap me or something.
No, yeah, exactly. It was pretty bad. And that's why, like, eventually, because he wouldn't stop, so I just muted him for the entirety of the live. And mind you, I think this particular live stream went for like a few hours, and I think this happened with the early 30 minutes of the stream, like the first 30 minutes.
He was just
So
constantly.
yeah, he was like just getting upset. Yeah, Cherry, I agree. It's not the hub. Because Cherry,
Yeah.
did you by chance see my comment on his YouTube channel? Like the comment I left to him? Because I'm pretty sure Cherry could understand what I'm saying. But yeah, like there are times like, and I remember one thing I messaged him on it. I commented on his video was he was saying like it was one of his streams, and I told him like, dude, you can't talk like that because it's harassment. And then he goes like, oh yeah, it's not harassment, but you just harass me. Yeah, whatever, blah blah blah. I'm like, dude, like really? Like talk all you want. Like you could block all the like the evidence I'm giving you, but it's not gonna like hide the fact that you harassed her. And then he goes, oh yeah, Caleb Cortez. And I'm like, yeah. And he goes like, oh yeah, Caleb Cortez, that's your name. I'm like, yes, that's my name. And like
He was trying to scare you with having your name or something. Or what was he
like
trying to?
it's not hidden info. If you go to my social medias, my name is there. I'm not some sort of like faceless identity. I show my face on my content at times. Like I'm not afraid to let people know who I am.
Right.
Yeah, unfortunately, he does not like to listen, Kevin. Yeah, I agree. He doesn't listen. He's yeah, he's very, very stubborn in his ways. And here's the thing, I really tried giving him the chance at first because I'm like, look, I want this guy to understand. If he wants to talk to her, she's gotta like I'm like, look, dude, she's gotta say yes to you, not me, okay? And then after he gave up, we were done. And then that's when I found about this whole thing about him.
Yeah. There's a
Yeah,
lot of things.
Kevin, I've only known this guy since like earlier this year. So I don't when I heard about this going on for years, I was like shocked, honestly. Because I was very, very surprised about this thing going on for years.
Yeah, he's been going doing these type of things for a long time. There's another, my friend, the one I told you about, my friend's ex showed
Oh, yeah,
him,
yeah.
videos of him harassing a 15-year-old. You know,
Yeah, that's straight up like pedophilia there.
we're still trying to figure out what exactly he was. Why would he even have a 15-year-old number in the first place? Like
Exactly.
he was, I think at that time he was maybe 23, 22, and the girl was 15. So still,
It's
15
still
years,
inappropriate.
right? So we're trying to figure out uh, if he sent her any inappropriate messages, or if he said anything, that could involve him into something bad, or because the dad, I don't know. That's why I need to talk to the dad one of these days whenever he accepts my Discord friend request.
Mhm.
and talk to him about why Hero had her number.
Yeah, like obviously he could have possibly gotten it through her like videos or whatever. I don't know. I'm not assuming. I'm just saying like there could have been ways he could contact her like without alerting the dad somehow.
Right. You
Possibly.
know,
I don't
right.
know.
Yeah. You know what made me laugh on the video that you had is when when he said, "Yeah, when I was in high school, girls get mad at me, they called me sexy," and then you put that face, like, right, really?
Like, all right then.
Like, come on, no, you don't have to lie about that. Like, you don't have to say, "Oh, girls thought I was sexy."
Yeah. And here's the thing. I got what he was trying to say there. Like I
All right,
understood what he was trying to say like, oh, like girls could call guys sexy, but when a guy does it, it's creepy. And I'm like, dude, no. It's not that. Guys can call a girl attractive or sexy, and it doesn't need to come off as creepy. It's the way you present it. And obviously the way he presents it, if you guys seen my video, I showed some examples of his reactions to other TikTok girls where he's like sticking his tongue out. He's like,
oh yeah, yeah, that the gingivitis and bacteria on his tongue.
like, dude, okay, like if you find a like, I'm sorry, that's like, I don't know how to describe it. That's like extremely like lonely. I'm so desperate for a girl like vibe right there. And here's the thing. If you guys seen my face, I'm not the most attractive guy. I'm extremely short for a guy my age. And I have no game, no riz at all. But even I know the common sense of talking to a lady, at least.
Right,
Like
right,
I
yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah, Kevin. Yeah, the lolicon thing. I've been hearing about the lolicon thing for Hiro.
This was funny.
And the thing is, here's my opinion on lollies. I don't care. I'm neutral on lollies, but sexualizing them is a whole different topic there. That's a whole different topic. Because I know they're technically of the legal age, but I can't look at that and say, like, that's attractive because it's weird, in my opinion. Because I'm like, that looks like a child. That's creepy.
Right, right. My question, I don't watch that stuff, so
Hmm.
my question to whoever watches it is, do they say their age on those on the cartoon? Like, are they in high school, or stuff like that? Whoever watch, like, I don't know many people that watch it myself. The only one I could ask is Hero, but Hero doesn't really like talking to me because he thinks
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk shit. And
I would be surprised if he joined on this stream because I'm on it.
yeah, he won't. He won't. He'll start crying and stuff like that.
If he comes on, I will personally have a. I would like to actually have a conversation with the guy, but knowing him, he ain't gonna. He's not gonna be like polite about it. But
No,
I've
he'll
seen
start.
some.
No,
Sorry,
what was that? No, go for it.
I was gonna say I've seen some anime, and they did have like lolly like characters, and in the shows they kind of do give you the reference of like their age, and the lolly characters will kind of like tell you their age. Like some of
Mm,
them will, and then some of them it's kind of like okay, they hang in this group, you got to assume their age, but still, regardless,
mhm.
it's because like I watch some anime, and I'm like I look at certain girls and I'm like girl characters, I'm like, oh dang, I'd simp for that chick right there, and then I look at lollies, I'm like, yeah, I'm good on that. That's
Right,
not my type, really.
right, right. Like if it's 18 and over, I think that's acceptable. But
Yeah,
when you start depicting them, as teenagers or stuff like that, that's kind of like, okay, that's not a good way to view things. Like, come on, be an adult and watch regular porn.
I'm gonna
But
stick to my lolly.
yeah, lolly man. Yeah,
Like,
but
yeah, like, I mean, I could honestly see, like, oh, what's funny is he showed me some of his, this is completely off topic, by the way. He showed me some of his edits, and I showed him some of mine, and I'm like, look, my stuff may not be that good, but I'm proud of it. And then he shows me his, and then he looks at mine, he goes, yeah, I'm not a fan of that, but mine are pretty good. And here's the thing, I'm very positive about everything, but if his are trying to match with the beat or something, they are not going well. I'm
mm,
sorry. That's just my opinion.
yeah.
That's
Uh,
just my opinion. So if someone wants to disagree with me, that's completely fine. I'm totally
yeah,
okay with people disagreeing with my opinion. It's
right.
just an
No,
opinion.
it's cool. Yeah, man. No, it's tough. That's why he complains that people harass him and they do this, they do that, but then he does the same thing to other people. That's why when people say, "Oh, they harass me," I was like, "All right," and then later on we find out they were been doing it to vulnerable women. Then it's like, dude, you don't have no way to complain about people harassing you when you're doing the same freaking thing to other people. Just because they haven't caught you doing it doesn't mean you don't do it.
Yeah, he it's very hypocritical.
Did your friend feel harassed after a certain time?
She did. She mentioned multiple times and in multiple different ways uh that she was very uncomfortable by him and she did not want to talk to him.
And he kept insisting and being aggressive and just didn't want to take no for an answer.
He just would not like she didn't really tell him because she was scared of like she's kind of like she's a wallflower type. She's very shy and everything. So she kind of was nervous to tell him no to like I guess upset him. She's a bit of an introvert, so she was pretty nervous of telling him like no, can you leave me alone? So
Hmm.
she was like, can you help me? And I'm like, I got you. But he just kept talking to her because he goes, she better tell me herself because otherwise you're just a liar. You're a simp, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, dude, she's straight up telling me to tell you. And
Yeah.
in one of his streams, he says he's got evidence from me, which let me tell you what happened because I sent him a screenshot of her freaking out for me, for my own safety, which I calmed her down. I'm like, look, this is on the internet. He can't hurt me. I've dealt with worse. And then on his live stream, he goes, "Yeah, some loyal moderator you are, and you sending me a screenshot of her text because I'm gonna use that as evidence." And I'm just sitting there like, "What evidence, man? What evidence is that? That she was
Mhm.
terrified of you? Yeah, that's a fact right there. She was terrified of you."
Right. No, and that sucks because she goes online and she has to worry about that same person going in there and trying to sexualize her even more and being aggressive, or if he goes to the extent to try to find her himself, like her location and shit like that. There's some creepy ass dudes that could do that, go out of their way to find these individuals, and that's why it's good that you were the middleman between her and him, because if not, if he would have been saying what he's saying to you to her,
Hmm.
I'm sure she would have been freaked out a lot.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't. And he thinks I just do it to her, and I'm like, no, dude, I do that for anybody I know, regardless who they are, because it's, in my opinion, it's just common sense to help someone out, regardless of the situation. And I told him, like, I politely try to get him understand my point of view, like, hey, you're making her uncomfortable. She doesn't like what you're doing. If you want to talk to her, that's fine, but that's her choice. Okay, like,
Right.
it's not my choice; it's her choice. So understand that I'm gonna tell you to stop acting like this. And then he has to go like, yeah, you're such a simp. You're a simp. Oh, like you're a control freak. You don't let her choose for herself. And I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm done, buddy.
Yeah, that's tough because you gotta, you're correct, but he just wants to be in denial and denial and denial that, oh, she would never say that about me. I'm always there supporting her, blah blah blah. He like, she could care less about you supporting because you're creepy. If you would have come in and said, oh, you look nice today, have a wonderful day, blah blah blah. Little by
Hmm.
little, she'll be like, oh, well, this guy's always nice to me, and that's how get a bond. And maybe she would be like, all right, maybe I'll say hi to him or respond back to him. But
Hmm.
by him saying all these, inappropriate things, he's like, nah, that's all he wants. He just wants to, you know, sexualize me.
Yeah, exactly. And like, I don't really tell people what they do for like what they could do for themselves. I'm like, look, if you need help, ask me for help. But otherwise, it's your decision. and I don't know, man. Like I've told him so many times, and then afterwards, like with my whole friend situation, then I just hear about him. Like I would hear about his harassment of other people, and I would see other people's streams, and then I would see Hero streams, so I could really get a sense of like the picture, the full picture. And mind you, I don't know everybody that knows Hero, like in around that community, like him, and then or the people he knows. So when people say certain names, I don't fully understand them. Some of you guys were saying Junko. I don't know who Junko is, so I apologize for that because I'm fresh to this whole Hero situation, kind of. But
Yeah, he's another uh,
like
bad
that kind
person.
of.
Yeah, he had role play with an 8-year-old and stuff like that.
Oh god, that's horrible.
Yeah,
That's awful. Like that's disgusting behavior.
very.
And
Yeah,
like it's not that difficult to like look at a younger person and say like, yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna find that attractive, or I'm not gonna bother with that because, well, I don't want to get in trouble. And mind you, I work at a fast food restaurant, so I know all people of like sorts of ages. And at the moment, because I guess currently school's out, so mostly I have to deal with high school teenagers. And I'm just like, okay, like this is like, oh god, this place is filled with children. Cool, whatever. And we do have a situation. We did have a situation with someone being extremely inappropriate, like because mind you, this guy was like in his late 30s, and
damn.
he would
Yeah,
act very like inappropriate towards kids. And I'm like, and this reminds me a lot of that situation. So that's why I kind of took a little personally.
right. No, and you see them quite often nowadays. They're more open about it,
Unfortunately, and it's
and
very disgusting.
and this hero guy or Daniel, however you guys everybody knows him. He's the type that I feel like you know he falls in love with something, and he would kidnap, go to the extent to kidnap that woman because he's all madly in love with this person. If he ever found out where your friend lives and he was able to drive there, I I true honestly think that he would have gone out of his way to kind of, like creep out. Oh, hey, remember me? I'm Hero.
Yeah,
I follow you on
exactly.
Instagram and this and that, blah blah blah. And hell no, I'm sure the
And
girl will be panicking.
she even told me what kind of her type was. And the thing is, her type is extremely simple. Her type is personality. Like,
Yeah,
if I
he
could get along
lacks.
with you, that's fine. Like, that's a bonus right there. That's easy. But obviously, he didn't want to take that. He goes, does she like guys who could possibly look like me? I'm like, well, maybe, but that's if she chooses to. It's not my
Right.
choice.
You should have just said no. She likes guys with white teeth, not yellow teeth.
Yeah, sorry. We don't like. She's not a fan of the color yellow.
Yes. Oh
But yeah,
man.
I do. And by the way, my friend did send me like actual like proof, like screen recordings of his comments, and they were weird. Like he was trying to talk to her like as if he was trying to personally hit on a girl, as if this was on Tinder or whatever dating site this was. Like he
Right.
goes, "Man, you're so gorgeous. I want to take you out to a movie. Oh, you're so sexy. The things I would do to you. Oh, you're so gorgeous. How about me and you sometime soon? You name a day and time. Or like, can we go out sometime? Can we talk to me? Can you DM me? Blah, blah, blah."
Would she
And
ever respond?
judging from like his reaction from that one, my friend right there, then that makes me assume he does that for a lot of women, specifically that are quote unquote attractive to him, mainly who have the hourglass shape. Because
Yeah.
apparently he's got a type. They are skinny, they got a big chest, and they have a pretty face. Oh, and
Yeah.
also, I forgot to mention why he really, I guess, fell in love with her because not only was she attractive looking, but she's definitely into anime. So I'm pretty sure that's why he fell in love with her immediately.
Man.
Because she would cosplay into like different anime character outfits. And he would be like, "Oh my gosh, she's so pretty. Like, she's so sexy. And I want to get to know her. Can you tell her about me?" And I'm like, "I'm not going to tell her about you."
Damn. So he would message her, but she would have never messaged back.
she would read the messages, but she never really messaged them
Mm.
until like he, I guess, sent a voice message of which she told me that he sent a voice message crying to her, and I'm like, oh my god, because he just did that to me too. And then I told her, I'm like, yeah, I'm like, hey, don't really listen to that because he just literally admitted what just happened. And she goes, really? That's horrible behavior.
Man. So he cried to her saying like, "Oh, you don't give me a chance, and you don't want to be, give me talk to me. That's messed up."
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, she was like nervous, so she kind of would give like small answers like, I'm sorry, I just, it's not my thing, blah, blah, blah. And he did later admit to me that he was faking it, whatever. And one video I did see, and I can't find it, or I can't remember looking for it, is when he told someone on his own stream to go off themselves. He's like, "Oh, you're so," I forgot what words he said word for word, so don't exactly quote on me on this. Like he would say like, "You're so stupid. You should go off yourself." And I'm like flabbergasted that he would say this stuff because he tries to make himself look like this social justice warrior on his point of view, like to his people. Meanwhile, because I've had the experience of him, he's kind of this perverted like harasser, and then on top of that, he tells people like to go do this to themselves, which is disgusting like behavior.
Yeah, yeah, pervert, and harassing, and you know, tells people to kill, off themselves, and says the F word, says the, I don't know
Yeah,
what else. He
and by
goes
the
on.
way, like I'm completely having a one-on-one chat with Hiro. But the thing is he doesn't want to talk to me because he always runs away when he gets a chance. I'm like I said, I'm open to having a one-on-one chat with him. If he wants to end things with me, he could have done it extremely professionally. It's not that difficult.
Yeah,
And
if he doesn't get his way, he's gonna start screaming at you and yelling at you and
mhm.
then he
Yeah,
ends up
it's
leaving.
extremely disgusting behavior. And at first, I did mainly talk to this person, Spyro, but Spyro's account, like YouTube channel, is gone somehow. I don't know what happened to it, but then I kind of started getting certain associated with certain people because some of these people, like who know that as well, would watch my video, like my reaction, like because I made 3 videos, which obvious, and also I plan to make another video about him. And I did say in my last video, next time I have to talk about him, I'm not gonna hold back. So if you thought my most recent video about him was really funny and like offensive to him, that was just me being polite to him. Then imagine really if I'm just not gonna hold back on him.
Yeah, you should show all the images, videos, and stuff, whatever he wrote, because a lot of people, you know, don't dislike him, and then he portrays himself like he doesn't do nothing wrong and stuff like that. So
Like
that would open people's
he's
eyes.
not the exactly the victim. I say not exactly because there's certain situations that maybe he sometimes gets dragged into, and I'm not defending him, by the way. I'm not defending him. And then most of the time, majority of the time, I'm seeing issues he's starting on his own, and then he tries to twist the words of the story. Like he twists the story saying like how he was attacked for no reason. But apparently if someone went into his video and this is like they just only know him and they all hear that people are attacking him for no reason, even the common like mind would think, what did this guy do that no one likes him for? Like, why?
Yeah, yeah, and you could tell he's not a likable person, and then his mom is very enabling.
Yeah, I've heard about that. I don't really know about the situation with his mom, but I've heard about it. But I did see one video where his mom went onto the stream through Hero's thing, and I did get a bit of secondhand embarrassment from that, but I did, and she's like, "You better leave my son alone." I'm like, "Ma'am, look, I'm considered an adult too, And I'm not gonna say like I still technically live with my parents because I help them out. I have 8 siblings. I deal with a lot, but like I'm trying to work my way to getting my own place, but you don't see me being like, "You don't talk to my mom. Mom, get over here. These people are being mean to me on the internet." Like, I'm an adult, by the way. Like, so I have to deal with this as professional as I can. And I'm autistic, so I can't understand the social like psyche that well. And I really, really struggle to understand like human comprehend or like interaction. So, but even I can understand, like, oh, don't do this, say this, be like this. It's, and like, if you, this is coming from another autistic person himself, like, that cancels out his excuse of, it's because I'm autistic that I act like this.
Right, right. There's a and there's a lot of people that are artistic, and I've never seen them do these things that he's been doing, and he uses it as a way to justify his actions, and it's like, no, dude, like you know what you're doing, you just get caught, and now you're like, oh, I'm not very social. This is the way I cope to things, or this is how I am because of my autism, blah blah blah. And I'm like, dude, no, don't use that as an excuse, because there's so many people that
Yeah, exactly. And because I do know a lot of people, but if I were to let people know I'm autistic, I will let them know, oh, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm autistic, so I may not understand things in the normal sense. And also, like, I will let them know, like, what are my strengths and weaknesses, mainly my weaknesses, so people can understand, like, oh, if I tell him this, let me make it clear so he understands. That's what I mainly do about my autism. So I just let people know, hey, if you make a joke, whatever, you may have to like tell me because sometimes I take things too literal and I won't understand, blah blah blah. That's if it's like a new person, because with my close friends, I understand jokes and like the behavior that you're gonna give me.
right. No, yeah, and I'm sure Kevin, I'm sure they're watching, but they're not gonna comment because they
Yeah,
know
here.
all these things are correct.
Yeah, I'm gonna like say something because I know Hero's gonna watch this at some point. But Hero, I really tried to be nice to you. You abused your power using the internet, and I still want to have a one-on-one chat with you, so we could like, so I could personally deal with this. I'm done with your bullcrap. Like, just be a man. Talk to people yourself. Stop running away from situations, man. Stop being a wuss. Okay, I'm a wuss myself, but yet here I am talking about the situation. So stop
Yeah,
making excuses, man. It's not that
yeah,
difficult.
yeah. Just say stop being a bitch. You
Stop
can
being
say
a
that.
bitch, man.
There you go. Hey, good voice. I like it.
Yeah, but yeah, I plan to make another video about him very soon. So that's gonna take some bit because obviously I have to go through all the stuff that he says, and then I could easily disprove him. Like, I could easily show the proof that
Right.
he says or he lies about, because he says a lot of things that are not true. Like, the
Mm,
actually, if anybody has comment or questions in the comments, please let me know and I will answer them right now. Because I want people to ask me questions about this situation if needed be.
right.
Because I'm right now I'm an open book about this.
Right. Yeah, a lot of people in the comments most know how he is, so they believe what you're saying. They're not gonna question the things you're saying because they experienced what you have experienced firsthand. But they haven't experienced him harassing a girl constantly,
Mm-hmm.
and being creepy, and like what do you call those guys that like stalkerish?
Yeah, yeah. And I've dealt with the stalker before. It's not fun. Like, it's horrible, actually. Like, what was I gonna say? Apologies, I forgot.
Don't
It
worry about it.
flipped out. It skipped out of my mind. Like,
Stalkers.
like, yeah, okay. So, like, because I mostly see certain people associated with this search situation. Like, for example, Kevin and Cherry. I mostly see them on like different people's streams about this situation. So I'm mainly familiar with those people. But with like because I'm autistic, like I said, I do let people know my weaknesses, but like I do struggle like talking and all that. Like I there are a lot of weaknesses I have, but none of them say that I get really like sexual towards women or whatever. Like you don't see me making excuses to be like, "Oh my gosh, hey you, sorry, can I just talk to you in the chat? Like just oh, you're so attractive." You don't see me making like doing that right now. And because of my autism, I believe this is because of my autism. I really can't lie. If I make a joke, I immediately have to like tell you right away. Okay. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I really have a hard time lying, even if I tried. So I have no reason to lie. But if you don't believe me, that's your thing. I'm not going to tell you not to believe me or not. I'm just
Right.
telling you my story.
The only ones I think they're gonna question are his friends, because they're gonna be like, oh, well, we don't know Hero like that, and this and that. Oh, we need more proof. So hopefully that video that you make in the near future opens their eyes to see that he is also a very bad person, and he needs to be
Yeah.
disciplined. But his mom's not gonna discipline him.
hmm
So I guess the internet has to discipline him.
Like Hiro could say all he wants, but meanwhile, I'm showing the proof to people. You could look at my stuff and look at the proof yourself because I have it myself. I saw what you say. I see what you say, and I see how you act. Like you can't disprove me there. Like if his friends want to like defend him, go for it. I don't care. If they want to say where's the proof, I got the proof. Just look at my stuff. I have the proof. But you can't deny that like even heroes being slightly creepy or inappropriate behavior. You gotta like understand it's not that difficult, man.
No, it's a dude.
Don't worry, my voice is high pitched. Trust me, when people, I get this a lot because my voice is high pitched. I don't
Oh,
blame them.
Cubic,
It's okay.
messing with
Oh,
my guest, huh,
no,
Cubic?
if I was a female, then Hero would probably be like sexually harassing me right
Yeah,
now.
he
If
might,
I
he
was an
might,
attractive woman,
yeah.
oh help me!
Yeah, see, if you would have talked like that, I'm sure he would have been like,
I
oh.
could probably like make an alt account and then just go be like konnichiwa, I I could do that probably.
Hell no. Hey, man, yeah, no, don't do that.
Yeah, Kevin. Yeah, like I don't know if he's seen my video where I disprove him, whatever, or like I show the proof. But yeah, he most likely won't listen. He's probably gonna be like, "Oh, I meant it like this," or he's gonna try to bend his words around, try to bend the truth. No worries, Cubics. You're all good. No, it's all good. By the way.
No, we're canceling that guy. He can't be calling my guest a woman.
How dare you, Cubic? I am
You're,
a man.
oh man.
But no, yeah, like I'm just disgusted by this behavior, and I want to definitely get to know more people who know about this situation so I could get more like info about this situation. Because if I'm going to dive into this, I need to know as much as possible. I can't just give you a few um, like a few pieces of evidence and just call it a day. I really need to know about the whole situation because I need to know everyone's point of view so I could fully understand the story. Because from what I'm getting is Hero finds some girls attractive, but he makes videos sticking his tongue out, going like all that. He's sticking his tongue out, calling it a day. He's like, "Oh no! I'm just trying to promote their stuff." Like, no, dude, that's like. And meanwhile, in his way, he's like saying, "Oh my gosh, that girl's so attractive. Oh my gosh, ooh," putting his fingers on his chest. He's like, "Oh yes, rubbies."
No, man, there's one I saw that he was like without a shirt, but it's like halfway, and I'm like, what the hell?
Oh,
He
I've
just
seen
finished jerking
that.
off to that video, I'm sure.
Oh
Yeah.
yes, yeah. He said,
Yeah, that's I can't. Kevin Daddy knows him more, so maybe after the stream you could.
Yeah,
I have him. I
Kevin,
have him on.
Kevin, if you don't mind, in certain like whatever social media you got, please, I want to talk to you more about this situation because I've seen you in every one of these videos like about this situation. So I definitely would like to hit you up and ask you more about this info, if that's all right, because I need more information.
Yeah, there's a few of the people on the comments that have dealt with them and had arguments with them and stuff like that. I can't have argument with him because he leaves right away. I guess he doesn't like my manly voice too aggressive. I guess so.
Yeah, he always I've seen how he gets like on his comments. Like I say something to someone and then he goes like, "Oh, like yeah, say whatever you want, you geek, you nerd." Like he just throws these like half-assed like insults. Like he just calls people a simple name and says like in his mind he's like, "Thou shall him." Meanwhile, I'm
Well,
like, "Listen here, you sack of poorly packaged horse shit. That ain't gonna get to me, man."
he says he has Discord. I'll link you guys together after the stream, and you
Yeah,
guys
definitely.
could chat through there because yeah, him and ZTV, the guy that Cherry's talking about, they know a lot about Hero because they have dealt with them for a long period of time, so they can help you out with that.
Yeah, definitely. I would love to know more about this info so I can have like proper evidence to get this together because I do need a bit of help getting like all this together. So I just
Right.
got to start all this.
Yeah, just say make a document of all the pictures, images, and stuff like that, and
Yeah, so it's gonna be yeah, on my TikTok I'm gonna make it in parts, but on YouTube I'm gonna try to put it as like one video.
yeah,
So yeah, just keep be ready for that, guys. On
yeah.
the exposure of Daniel Rolfe. And yeah, he
Rofi,
did tell me his name, so he told me his full name. So it's open, it's out in public, so I don't want to hear like his excuses. He's giving my private info. He's told
nah,
everyone his name, I'm pretty sure. He told me
yeah,
his name, so
yeah. He told
it's not
everybody.
private info. If he wants
Yeah.
to whine about it, that's my name, Caleb Cortez. Go ahead, man. Use that
Don't
as
do it.
oh, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. He used it as evidence. Oh, guys, I'm sorry. I'm gonna
Yeah,
be canceled by the time you see me. Ugh.
man, never give out your real name online.
Oh no, my name is like fully out there. My at least
Oh,
just like the basics of me. My
yeah,
face, my name, that's it. My real name
yeah.
at least.
All right, cool. Yeah, you
Like
don't
I
want
don't
to.
no, yeah, it's fine. I don't care who knows my name. Like if I make friends online, cool, whatever. Like
Yeah,
I don't mind making friends. And if people don't like me, what are you gonna do? You just know my name. That's not scaring me. Ooh.
yeah. No, but yeah, man. Yeah, these people here, they have seen him. They've seen what he does, but they never knew about him harassing, a woman. So this is something new for them to understand.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure. Well, maybe they do know. Maybe I didn't know. But yeah, it's another case of Hero being a dumbass and a stalker and a aggressive person towards someone that's trying to defend a woman. He calling
Yeah,
you
and I
right. He called you a simp, right, or something like that. He kept
yeah,
calling
he
you.
calls me a sim or a control freak because I'm telling him to leave her alone, but in his point of view, I'm a sim slash control freak because I want to get with my friend and I don't want any other person to have her. That's from his point of view, I assume.
Yeah.
I'm just like reading Afro's like comments.
Oh,
Okay.
Afro, he likes me most of the time,
Uh-huh.
but then he doesn't like me when I have his friend's picture on my avatar.
Oh, he's friends with Hiro.
No, 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 no. I don't think so. But he's friends with people, I guess. But he doesn't like me putting an avatar of his friend Arthur. I think you
Uh,
might have known who Arthur is, the King of Lions.
I've heard of him.
Yeah, that guy is a bad person too.
Okay. Well, I'm not
Right?
gonna really diss on Afro because, well, I mean, that's his thing. I'm not gonna. Here's the thing. I don't diss on people just because you know of this person. I'm very, very passive unless unless provoked, I guess, if that makes sense.
Right.
I really have no reason to act if given one. Like, for example, Hero's situation, because he dragged me into this, and he harassed my friend, and then um he started putting like false slander out there. So I'm like, no, 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 no. Let me correct that, because I hate when people really twist the story in their favor, and I'm not gonna let that go.
Yeah, no, it's good. You got to defend yourself. You know, you can't let
Hmm.
people say things and then you stay quiet, and then people are gonna be like, "Oh yeah, you're right, hero." You know, nah, you're wrong. You're the aggressive person. You were stalking my friend. My friend was scared. She was fearing for herself because this weirdo was kept messaging her and messaging her and messaging her, and she didn't want nothing to do with him. And now he's like, "Oh, I blocked her, and she's this. She's a slut."
Yeah, like he wants to say like, oh yeah, like I don't want this person, like, oh yeah, this person's gonna keep talking to me. And then sometimes he says like, oh yeah, you could join my forum, whatever. But then he goes and blocks people. I'm like, okay, so how are we gonna join your forum if one, you block people, or two, you can't listen to one person's opinion and then you just get mad and kick them out?
Yeah,
Like
that's
right
why.
now, if I joined on the stream and everyone disliked me, I'm gonna sit here and listen, and I'm gonna have to listen to it, regardless if I'm gonna like it or not. I'm gonna sit here and listen because it's an open forum, technically.
Right, right. Yeah, some people can't take it. That's why I can't be in his stream. I'll try to join, but he'll kick me out. But if he
Oh
comes
yeah,
in here, if he
I
comes in
saw
here, then
his
no.
most recent stream. How you react, or like how you and a few other people were in his thing, and he was like, "You know what? Get the hell out of my stream." And then you guys are in the comments. He goes, "You know what? Yeah, say all you want, say all you want," because you guys were not in his the
Stream.
stream with him.
Yeah, that's what he does all the time.
Like he's really all talk but no bite. I'm really neither talk or bite. I'm just there.
Yeah, no, we're pretty
But yet
mean.
you don't see me like doing the same thing. Like, oh, Hero, yeah, you're not gonna say anything now, are you, Hero? You're not gonna say anything, are you? Like, if you want to say something to me, say it right now. Like, I'm gonna sit. I'm gonna sit here, give you a chance to say your word, and then I'm gonna say my word. But most likely, he's gonna do something childish. Say like, "Oh, you're a poopy head," and then run off the stream.
Yeah, no, that's 100% correct right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
You're
like,
crying.
I'm gonna probably go up to the stream and be like, "Oh, Hero, you're a big old stinky poo poo head," and then she's, you know what? Get the fuck off my stream. Yeah, yeah. Now you can't say anything. What are you gonna say? Like that's literally what I've seen from him.
Yeah, he gets all tough after he kicks the person out.
Like I get it. Like you're not gonna see this guy in person. I probably some people know him in person, but I'm not gonna see him in person. But yet you don't see me abusing that to him. Like I have the power to technically go see him in person. I'm not saying like I'm gonna go. This is not me saying like after this stream I'm gonna go find Hero. I'm just saying like what if like he does end up messing with the wrong person, and then they're like, you know what, Hero, I'm gonna go to your place. They go to his place, and then what's he gonna do then? Like he's gonna end up messing with the wrong person.
Yeah, he's gonna cry behind his mama.
Yeah, exactly. And there's nothing much he's gonna be able to do from that. So this is like me as a warning to him. What you better really watch what you're saying now, and then you really better like be careful what you're saying, because he can lie all he wants, he can say whatever he wants, but he better understand one day it's gonna bite him in the ass.
Yep, yep. He's gonna, uh, he's not gonna understand it right now. He's gonna most likely later on he's gonna respond to it on his own stream because he knows that he could kick people out. He won't come in here.
No, yeah, he definitely is not. I know that. He's most likely gonna probably bend it somehow in the future if it does somehow happen to him soon.
And his friends are gonna be like, "Yeah, hero, you're right. These people were harassing you and they're slandering you, lying about you, and this and that." Like, nah, nah. This guy has receipts.
Like I have proof, honestly, and I am not afraid to show that proof. So he really, really needs to be careful what he says, because I have the evidence. I have the receipts on me to show. Like, okay, what do you think about this situation? Oh, you harassed me. Boom, disproven. You harassed my friend, technically. Like, you started it first, so what?
Yeah, no, man. And I applaud you for defending your friend because she was fearful for whatever Hero. And luckily, Hero can't drive or doesn't have a car or nothing like that. But still, if she doesn't know that, she doesn't know if he had a car or not. If
No,
she
yeah.
ever, if she would ever be like, yeah, she slips up and gives her information, and this guy shows up at her front door because he's so stalkerish looking and stalkerish vibes. That would be some crazy ass stuff.
Yeah, like, she doesn't understand. Like, for all she knows, he may be that type of fan that will be like, oh, she lives in this state. I'm gonna really look in this area for her. Like, she doesn't know that, and I get it, her concern, because honestly, if I had a fan like that who acted the same way, regardless if they were a girl or boy, I'm gonna be worried a little. Like, oh my gosh, this person knows I live in this area. Oh my gosh, they're really gonna try to find me.
Yep, yep, and that's why that's good that you were like the middleman and letting him know, hey, stay away, stop harassing her, get away. She doesn't want nothing because I'm sure she would have been dealing it herself. I'm sure she would have
Hmm.
been even more freaked out because he would be calling her names. Maybe because after a while he was like, oh, then fuck you. I didn't even like you anyways. You're a fucking little hood rat or some bullshit like that. And I'm sure she would have like freaked out even more.
Yeah, he really just like when things. What was it? When he it's funny because he's all like all game and supposedly game,
Nah,
and
there
then
ain't
the
no
moment
game.
they are scared of him, he is like, "Oh, you're such a whore. I don't like you no more." And then he runs off.
Yeah, that seems typical yellow teeth type of eyes right there.
Yeah, like it's really. I'm sorry, but it's pretty sad that he has to act like that.
Yeah, of course, it's something he tends to be doing quite often, and people call him out, but he's he's so blind that he thinks that he's doing the right thing, and in reality, he's making himself look bad, and that's why a lot of people dislike him. That's why his name is brought up all the time because of his actions and all the stuff that he tends to do and say.
Yeah. Like, I definitely want to get to know more people around this area. Like, for example, I'm mostly seeing Cherry and Kevin. I definitely want to talk to y'all more whenever, if possible.
Yeah, of course. They're on my channel most of the time, and they could if you want they could give you their Discord names,
Yeah,
and you
definitely.
guys could have a chat.
That's totally up to them, and I would be glad to have more of a conversation with these people.
Trying to figure out, is this the real lions or is it the Marty lion? And
Oh, what, in
there,
the chat?
yeah, there's a Marty. My one of my friends, his name is Marty. He uses his screen name to troll people, but I'm
Ah,
not
okay.
sure. I'm not sure if it's the real lion. If it is the lion, I'm gonna see you August 5th in Vegas. So we're gonna hang out. So
Hmm.
it is the Peter lizard. Yeah. So lion. I'm sorry. I'm cutting you off, but
No, you're good.
lion August 5th, Vegas. We're hanging out. So don't make any plans. Don't do anything. We're gonna hang out. If you want, you could take Phyllis with you. She's pretty cute, and we could go to the casino, go to the pool, and let's hang out.
Meanwhile, Lion's like,
Yeah, man, what's up? Yeah, okay, cool.
No, he talks like a he talked. I don't know if you've seen his videos, but he talks to like seriously, like you guys are slandering me and making fun of
ah,
me. Like
yeah, I get what you mean now. Okay, okay.
his voice is a little off, but there's some guys in here that could really talk.
No, yeah, yeah, definitely. But like, I think I gave all I could
Right.
because I can't think of anything.
Yeah. No. Good. Yes. Yeah. I was gonna end it in like 5 minutes because I gotta get ready for the gym, but
Nah, you're all good. I gotta head off
gotta
in a
get
second anyway. But
gotta get
any
butter.
last minute questions, you guys, for me? before I gotta get going?
Let me see. I don't know. A little bit.
Yeah, I just want to like let people get their thing out before I gotta go.
Yeah, everybody's gonna talk shit. That's pretty much that's what they want to do. They want to talk shit because they know this guy's a piece of shit.
Yeah,
And
like although I really don't have like an angry bone in my body, that's like the most aggressive I could have gotten at the moment. But yeah, like it's ugh.
yeah,
Like
no,
I
it's
really I'm a very passive person. I have not like I have no reason to be mad at people within reason.
it's
Yeah, definitely, Kevin. I'll talk to you more in private. I'll like look up your thing on Discord.
yeah. If you can't find them, message me and I could make a group chat real quick and you guys could chat out
Yeah,
a weekend and
definitely.
then fucking just get out of it.
Yeah, definitely.
No man, come on, Arthur. Cops ain't gonna do nothing. I'll be like, it's not me. Me and him are supposed to hang out. Yeah, he doesn't like me, as you can see.
Yeah.
That's the guy that R-worded his sister.
That's the one I've been hearing about now.
Yeah, that's the guy that did stuff to his sister, and
Mm.
he admitted it. There's a video of him admitting it, but now he got a lot of flack out of it. So now he's saying, "Oh, it never happened."
Like I'm not gonna put my own words saying like, oh yeah, you're a liar, or oh yeah, that really happened. Because honestly, I don't know too much about it, and second, I don't think it's really my place to tell him like what's going on. So I'm just gonna like stay
Right.
neutral.
Yeah, for
If
sure. No,
yeah,
you're good.
yeah, like I'm mainly neutral usually, but with this hero situation, you kind of get a point of where I'm standing.
Yeah, you got to protect your friend, of course. I would have done the same thing if
And
my friend was being harassed.
and honestly, it's kind of now gone to the point where I'm gonna like help anybody in need of this situation. And here's the thing, I really when I get like when I ask for evidence or anything or I get evidence, I'm really going to show everything I know or to the best I know of.
Right. Then that's what
So,
you got to do.
Hiro really better be careful what he says or he has to watch what he says cuz he knows what he's saying. He knows what he's saying. So, like he's going to watch this video soon or he's probably watching it in private somehow. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm
But
sure he is.
most likely he's gonna like talk crap later, say like, "Oh, this and that," and I'm like, "All right, well, there it is, evidence, boom."
Yeah, no, you're good. Yeah, do we? Well, whenever you post it, let us know, and most likely all of us will share it, and
Mm-hmm.
get more exposure on that video because you know he's gonna try to say that it's not true, but screenshots and stuff like that don't lie, and he's gonna say they're Photoshop. He's gonna find a way to try to, you know, make it seem like this evidence is not true.
I do editing, but Photoshop's not exactly my specialty, unfortunately. Like, I really don't know how to do the cropping out. I'm not too good at that.
Right.
But he could say whatever he wants because I'm just gonna provide as much fact as I can. I have no reason to lie at all. If there is something he does say that is true, then I'm gonna like explain that situation.
Right. Right. No, and if you get some messages attacking you, let us know, and we'll
Mm-hmm.
let you know if we know that account and stuff like that. Because I know he's gonna make out accounts and try to discredit you on your channel or talk shit. So just
Mm-hmm.
let us know, and we'll be hanging out. We'll be talking soon.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Well, I'm gonna let you go. I'm sure you got stuff to do, and I got stuff to do, but appreciate you coming in and exposing this guy because that's pretty
Yeah.
much what it is. He's just a piece of shit that that roams the internet thinking that people are harassing him for no reason, but
Yeah.
this is the reason.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, it's been great talking to you. But I'm gonna head off now. So, with that being said, you guys have a good one, and I guess I will talk to y'all next time or whenever you guys see me. So,
Yeah,
until
for
then,
sure.
you guys have a good one.
You
Bye bye.
all right later. All right. Where's Arthur at? My sister knows that nothing come on to her period. Keep stalking me, you will go to jail. Final warning. We'll see when I go hang out with you. Um, when I go hang out with you in Vegas, uh, let's uh, let's see if you really say those things. Don't call the cops. I want to hang out with you with your Power Rangers and your lightsabers, and we could sing Bruno Mars together. Or Michael Jackson, we could do the Thriller dance together. I could be your backup dancer. You know, oh, shit. You know what I mean? Like, Lion, did you rape? Yeah, he did, Afro. Come on, man. How can you not? He admitted it, Afro. He admitted it, and then he backtracked after people started giving him shit. He even admitted that he doesn't care if women get R-worded in their own homes. So what makes you think he won't want to, R-word his sister? Supposedly, from what I hear, he was 14 and she was like 4 or 5, and his excuse was that, oh, I didn't know what I was doing. Lion's gonna lie to you, Afro. Lion is a habitual liar. People called him out, and now he's fucking, backtracking. No, you're not, Afro. Come on, man. Don't leave your best friend Lion. He's all you got. You're all he's got. All his friends are realizing that he's a piece of shit too. All his Israelite friends already left him because he doesn't even talk about Israelite shit. All the people that stick around is just the weirdos, Matt Man, fucking Cobra. That's the only people that. It's okay. I understand. It could be Brian De Silva, but he needs to understand the same things. But come on, Lion, say it. Spell the words right correctly. I'm trying to leave already, Lion, but you're coming in, and I like messing with you because you're a freaking sister R-worder. If it's you, I don't know. I don't know if it's you or not. Yeah, he does. Well, you saw the short where he's like, "Yeah, I knew about Matt Man, but I wasn't gonna say nothing." It's like, how the hell do you not call out people that are preds in your own panel? You know, like, that's very disturbing. But then again, you admitted to saying that you don't even care if women get R-worded in their own homes. So it goes. Your ideology is correct. You want to be with predators because my sister knows me the truth. My sister, she was 4 years old, 5 years old. Maybe she didn't even remember. You remember. You remember what happened. She might have been like, "Oh shit," you know why is my brother doing this to me like a freaking sicko? Yeah, you Lion. You want to join or what, Lion? No, I can't. I gotta leave. Fuck, I gotta go to the gym. It would have been an interesting conversation between me and you, Lion, but we could have this conversation on, let me see, what today, Wednesday the 5th. We could hang out Saturday. We could hang out at the pool party. Just don't shit your pants at the pool because then we get kicked out. You know what I mean? Because I hear you shit yourself all the time, Arthur. So I don't want to take you out and you shit on yourself. You're not making any sense, Arthur. If it's really you, Arthur, and your vocabulary kind of makes it seem like it, but I can't check because I'm on my phone. Yep, exactly. This is true. You know, uh, Junko told me that Hiro knew like a year ago. It is him. All right, cool. Uh, Junko told me that Hiro knew about what he did, and Hiro told him to shut his mouth up about it because shit like that. So he was protecting Junko from and he from being a friend. Man, my friend, you aren't the law. Seriously, Yeah. Oh, it's okay. Well, whatever I say right now, you shouldn't worry about it because after I say it, it's the past. So you shouldn't get all butthurt about it, right? Because if your ideology that it's the past, then whatever I say now, 5 seconds ago, shouldn't matter, right? Nah, let me see. Me and my sister talk in real life. You loser don't know. Period. Get a life. Well, all right. If you're not lying, I found her on Facebook, and I'm gonna message her, and I'm gonna ask her about that shit. You heard me? See, even Afro knows, man. You shouldn't be hanging out with pedos, but you're so close-minded that you don't really care. Your friends even tell you not to hang out with these creeps, and you're still freaking oblivious of what you're doing. You think you don't have that many friends, I'm guessing, so you have to keep whatever you can. Go hang out with your Israelite friends, the ones that could teach you something, not the people that are, predators. And I'm telling you this being honest. What's up, Mason? I'm telling you this honest. Go hang out with your Israelite friends if you even have any. I don't think you even have any. You consider yourself an Israelite, but you don't even have any Israelite friends that could help you, guide you, teach you things. You're hanging out with predators and fucking pieces of shit. How are we gonna teach something when you're not even learning from other people, like-minded people like you? I don't know, Lion. I know you're a little disabled and you get benefits and shit like that, but there's a time for you to grow up. You're 35 years old. You know, you need to grow up. But wasn't even not even checking most of my messages. Goddamn. But all right, fuck. I gotta be at the gym at 8, so I got like 5 more minutes. So Arthur, stop being a bitch. Talk to me. Unblock me, and we can have a civil conversation, or we can have a civil conversation in Vegas. Whichever you like, which one. We can hang out at the pool or whatever. Have some margaritas at the day club. Mm-hmm. Damn, we. But Arthur, yeah, come on, man. You hang out with some weirdos. At first when I started talking to you in the beginning, I was like, man, this guy hangs around with negative people. Hopefully he has Israelite friends that could get him out of these situations, but hell no. Zero Israelites in your panel, zero Israelites in your comments, zero Israelites in your life. You ain't no Israelite. You're just a fucking guy that pretends to be something, but you're not. Fuck, I'm being all rude and shit. Goddamn. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Arthur. Nah, really, I'm not sorry. Fuck you, Arthur. You're a bitch. All right. I gotta be nice now. Fuck. Matthew's all right. For me, in my eyes, Matthew's just protecting his friends, and he gets himself into fucking situations that he shouldn't. But he's normal compared to all of his other friends, in my eyes. I'm sure you guys know him more than he talks shit to you guys, but to me, he seems normal, shit talking, whatever. I don't think he's a predator, but he hangs around with weird ass motherfuckers. Yeah, John Davis, the guy that bashes LGBT, but then he wants to be a woman. Yeah, that guy. That guy's a pred. And then he's always in Gus's stream and shit. Like a weirdo. Oh, Gus, you're the best. Oh, Gus rocks. Oh, Gus. I'm like, God damn, like, get the fuck away from this 13-year-old. You're 47 years old. Oh, man, I need to stop. I knew I was going to, if I saw a lion on here, I was going to talk shit. God. I want to be nice today, too. What's up, Kamura Koketsu? My bad. All right, well, I got to end. I see people, pinata and face and memes. But I get, those memes aren't even, they're chill, but it's not like people are gonna get really, really upset with those things. I don't know, But Arthur, if you're still here, I'm sure you are. Um, what type of tequila do you like? We have a couple shots before we go to the party. Oh, there you are. Don't have to prove nothing to you fools. Period. Well, I guess not. I don't know. You don't have to prove nothing to us, but prove something to yourself. Prove something to yourself that you could be something, or prove to yourself that you want to be an Israelite, but you're not. You don't talk about your beliefs ever. You talk about drama. You talk about fucking Kevin. You talk about Bio. You talk about ZTV. You talk about all these people, but you never talk about your scriptures or your ideology like a fucking moron that you are because you can't even read. Those scriptures are too I can't even see the damn word. Goddamn, I was gonna talk shit about vocabulary and I can't say it. I don't follow the world. Period. You don't follow anything. You can't even get a job. You're smooching out of freaking Phyllis. Phyllis is taking care of you, giving you rides here and there and shit. Poor Phyllis. I'm gonna have to take care of her when I hang out with her in Vegas. You know, me and her, little dancing in the rain. I saw you dancing in the rain. But anyways, Arthur, you're just a piece of shit. I tried to be nice to you in the beginning when I met you because I thought you were gonna teach something, but sooner than later, I found out that you're just a fucking moron that doesn't know shit and watches videos to show the truth about shit, not even out of your own words. Everything you watch is fucking out of your own words, out of videos. I mean, everything you do is out of videos. There's nothing that you broadcast that is out of your own words, out of your own studying, out of your own scriptures. Everything is on a YouTube channel video that you just post on your screen share, and that's it. Oh, that's the truth, because another person said that's the truth, and I believe that's the truth. Truth. Okay, all right. God damn, I hate this shit. It's like an addiction. Like I could talk shit about Arthur the whole fucking day, and it makes my day go by quick. But I gotta do shit. Lion is a better barrier. God, this guy Afro Thunder, you're saying the same stuff. You're copying his vocabulary. Lion isn't a pedo. Period. Also, stop hanging with pedos, and we're gonna talk on this for private. Watch. No, hey, add me to the conversation. I want to chat with Afro Thunder and fucking Arthur. What's up, Insane Gaming? First time, well, welcome. To the shit show of us talking shit to. Damn, I ain't gonna click on it because it's crazy. Yeah, yeah. Let me see. But fucking Arthur, one of these days, talk to me. Talk to me, and we'll have a normal conversation. And I could tell you how I feel, and you could cry about it, and then we could go our separate ways. Kind of, sort of. I'll still, say what's up. Fucking guys, I know you guys want to talk shit. That's why I'm like keeping it a little bit longer. I'm changing while you guys are talking shit. So I'm giving you guys more time to talk shit to Afro Thunder and saying is in our server. Is he? Maybe I have seen him. I don't really check the names that much. I'm looking for my shorts. That's why. Oh, there they are. Stop talking about lying. Ah, Floppy, go get your mother. Floppy, not me. They're supposed to be Afro. I can't tell my mom. The wrong person, Cherry. No, but all right. Well, I guess Arthur gave up. So, and then there was a good conversation with my friend, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I gotta get ready for the gym and fucking so I will look like the guy in my avatar. Oof, god damn. Why does he look? I'm looking at it right now. Why, like, God, why does he look like a thumb? I'm looking at my thumb and I'm looking at him. All I gotta do is put two eyes and a mouth. It's the same thing. Oh my god, I was. Oh, all right, all right, guys. Appreciate you guys coming in. Yeah, for sure. I'll if you didn't find them yet, I'll make a group thing, and then if you guys accept them, then you guys could have them in there. But for reals, goddamn. But all right, guys. Thank you guys for coming. I'll see you guys most likely on the chat on the servers and stuff. And um, God damn, I suck at outros and shit. So I'm just gonna end it and fucking you guys see you guys in a little bit or not a little bit later. I guess. Thank you. No, good night. Good morning. No, I'm just kidding. Bye.